The text arrived at 6:42 p.m., just as I was lighting the last of the candles on the table I had spent the afternoon setting. Going to dinner with the girls instead. We'll celebrate another night. My stomach lurched, my chest tightening until I could barely breathe. I read the message again, the words blurring under my eyes. Valentine's Day. The night I had imagined for weeks, her walking in, laughing at how I went overboard, me handing her the little velvet box I'd hidden in the drawer. And instead, she was with the girls. I wanted to believe her. I told myself maybe they planned a surprise for one of their birthdays. Maybe it was innocent. But the lie sat too heavy. The timing was wrong, the tone was wrong. She didn't even add a heart emoji. Just cold words, final, dismissive. The candles flickered in the silence. The air smelled faintly of the rosemary chicken I had pulled from the oven minutes before. For a second, I considered blowing the candles out, tossing everything into the trash and drowning the night in whiskey. But something in me resisted. Something darker. I grabbed my coat. Her favorite restaurant wasn't far. A trendy place downtown with glowing windows and wine glasses catching the light like jewels. I parked across the street, my pulse thundering as I scanned the tables through the glass. And there she was. Not with the girls. Not even close. She was leaning forward, smiling in that way she used to smile at me, her fingers brushing the hand of the man sitting across from her. He was tall, sharp-jawed, dressed too well for casual. He lifted his glass toward her, and she clinked hers against it, laughter spilling from her lips. The sight cracked something inside me. My hands gripped the steering wheel so hard my knuckles went white. Part of me wanted to storm in, flip the table, demand answers in front of everyone. But I didn't move. I just sat there, watching, every second burning deeper than the last. My mind unraveled. The late nights she said she spent working. The sudden bursts of energy to dress up when she'd been tired moments before. The way her phone seemed glued to her hand, the screen turned away. I had dismissed it all as paranoia, desperate not to be the insecure boyfriend. But here was proof, undeniable, shattering. The betrayal tasted metallic in my mouth, like blood. I forced myself to breathe, though each inhale felt jagged. I thought of the ring box in my drawer at home, the words I had rehearsed, the life I had imagined. All of it ash now, burned before it ever began. She leaned closer to him, her lips moving. I imagined what she was saying, things she once said to me. Secrets, jokes, little confessions whispered in the dark. And I realized, with a sickening clarity, that she hadn't been mine for a long time. I had been holding on to the echo of someone who no longer existed. I couldn't stay. My chest felt like it was collapsing inward. I drove off, hands shaking, headlights slicing through the night like knives. When I got home, the candles had burned low, the chicken had gone cold. The velvet box still sat in the drawer, mocking me. I pulled it out, opened it, stared at the simple band inside. It looked meaningless now, just metal and stone, stripped of the future it symbolized. My phone buzzed around midnight. A message from her. Dinner was great. Hope you didn't wait up. I stared at the screen, bile rising. She didn't know I knew. She thought she was still playing the game, stringing me along with scraps of affection and easy lies. For hours, I sat there, turning the ring over in my hand, battling every impulse inside me. Rage, grief, denial. A pathetic part of me wanted to forgive her, to believe this was temporary, that I wasn't losing her completely. But deeper down, I knew forgiveness would be surrender. It would mean betraying myself. When dawn broke, pale light spilling across the kitchen, I left the ring on the table. Beside it, I wrote a note on the back of her Valentine's card. I was waiting for you last night. You chose someone else. Don't come back. I didn't sign it. I didn't need to. She would know. By the time she woke, the apartment was empty of me. My suitcase was in the car. The only trace left was the smell of burnt-out candles and cold rosemary chicken. Hours later, my phone lit up with her name. Then again. And again. I didn't answer. Finally, she sent a message. Please. It wasn't what you think. I can explain. But explanations are just words, and words had already betrayed me. I blocked her. That night, Alone in a cheap motel room, I lay awake listening to the hum of traffic outside. My chest still ached, raw and hollow, but beneath the pain there was something else. Clarity. I had lost her, yes, but I had also found something. The strength to stop pretending. The strength to see the truth, even when it shattered me. And in the silence of that small, dim room, I realized the worst betrayal hadn't been her choosing someone else. It had been me, ignoring the signs, pretending not to see the truth, because I was too afraid to lose her. Now I had lost her anyway. But at least, finally, I wasn't lying to myself.